Hey guys, this is Toast, and today I'm going to be doing a, really it's going to be nighttime already. I'm going to do a quick short mod review. Well, I mean, what are you doing? Whatever, I don't even care. I'm just going to, Hey guys, this is Toast, and today I'm going to be doing a short, well, I mean, not so short mod review for you guys. Back a long while ago, I did a video called Minecraft Superhero Survival. You guys probably have heard of it. It was like the most favorited video on my channel so far. And, well, that was on a different computer with a different, map and everything. So I kind of lost all the progress I did in that. And I was like, well, let's not make everybody sad and down, and let's just do a mod review of it, because why not? And then maybe in the future I could possibly do a remake of that series that I was trying to start. But as you can see, this is some of the mod. This is the part that is not that important. This is the extras. This is a hero maker, got a villain maker. They're just machines. Got a TV monitor, the bat computer, obviously, because there's bats everywhere. Microscope. Oh, that's not the right button. Then we have a gamma containment unit and a Stark workbench. And as you can see, there's a Iron Man head and arm just kind of sitting there. Well, that might be a foot. It's something. Either way, that is those things of the mod. Right now, I'm dressed up as Batman because Cranks was on the server a minute ago, and we were just messing around with Superman and Batman. But there are different sections. There's the DC characters, which has Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Martian Manhunter, and others. Basically the Justice League. And then there's the Marvel, which has Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk, Thor, Ant-Man, most of the Avengers. We have Black Panther too, War Machine. Then it goes into Wolverine and Deadpool, Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver, Moon Knight. I don't know why they added Moon Knight, but they chose to. And then there's Red Hulk and both of the Ultrons. So now we're going to go into what all these actually are and what they look like. So first, I guess I'll start off with the Marvel side, which is these. Here we have Iron Man, which here is all of his suits, including this one, which they made. I'm going to show you this one and the original Iron Man suit, if I can find it. The one that they have as the original is Mark 7. Here we go. So, going to show you, first of all, take Batman off, because I was messing around with him. Gonna show you what Mark 7 does. So, first of all, it gives you a really cool, overlay on your screen. Just stuff right there. And then there's a percent bar where it says 100%. The reason why it says 100% is because you have buttons. When you press R, holds down and fires a rocket. It actually flies, but I'm in creative, so let me just see. Goes lower than usual. Then if you just, and the flying mechanics with the characters are you just hold down like the space bar and you move forward and backwards and it flies. You don't have to double tap or anything. But you don't stand up in the air. You can't hover. You just fly. Either way, you can shoot rockets, and when you shoot these rockets, your percentage goes down. And that's all that really goes on. You can also shoot little red beams that are kind of cool. And the Iron Bat thing, that's what it's called, the Iron Bat, it basically does the exact same things. It just looks a little different. This is what it looks like. I guess it's just a thing that the character or the guy who made this mod was like show off towards Iron Man and Tony Stark, and how Batman and them and everything all did the same types of things. Okay, so now I've put the suits back in the chest for where they were, and I'm going to show you the next character in this mod. So it has War Machine. He does all the exact... I'm not going to show him to you like as I did with Iron Man, because he does the exact same things as Iron Man, just looks different. And then the villains in this mod for the Marvel side, we have Ultron. Comes with Ultron Prime and Ultron and Ultimate Ultron, both shown inside of Avengers Age of Ultron, of course. Then there is Red Hulk. Now, I'm not going to show you Red Hulk, because he does the same things as Hulk, and I'll get to Hulk in a second. So, here's Captain America. Captain America, basically, just, you know, does really much of nothing. He's just kind of there. He runs really fast like every other character. All the characters run super fast, and he also jumps 2 blocks high. Just to prove that to you, I'll go over here. Just jumps 2 blocks high. That might have been 3. I don't know. Here, let me check. This is 3. No, just 2. Okay. Well, either way, he runs super fast. But then he also has little gear. If you go to the Superheroes Unlimited Combat section, there is Captain America's shield. What you can do with this is if you right-click, he, blocks. Then if you click R, throws a shield. You can just throw Captain America's shield everywhere. Nothing, I don't really think anything else does anything. No, they don't. Okay. That's basically what it does. And you got a cool shield and everything else. So, I deleted it. Dang, I should probably get that and put it back in the chest. Okay, so I put it back in the chest, and now we're going to move on to Hulk. As I said earlier, Red Hulk and Hulk do the same things. That's why I'm not going to show them to you, like, individually. So Hulk has cool, like, 3D textures on him, but he's not the greatest. All he really does is run really fast, and he jumps really freaking high. Like, really high. I don't know why. But then, he has a few little things he can do. If you press, I want to say V, no, C, there we go. It doesn't, you can't really see it do anything because there's no animals or anything here. Well, let me just go and spawn in a, what should I spawn in? A pig? Where are the pigs? Let's just spawn in a pig. So if you press C, force push, or in other words, Hulk screams at them and they fly away. So that's Hulk. Not the best one, but he's one of them. Let me just go to day. Here we are. So let me put Hulk back in his chest. Where are you? There you are, Hulk. So now on to Thor. Now, Thor is probably Cranks' favorite. I haven't really used him before, but we will test him out right about now. So, guess he's really fast. And then, does he fly? No, Thor does not fly. But there is one special thing that comes in this mod for Thor. If you go over to the Unlimited Combat section, you can get Mjolnir. And it says, whoever holds this hammer, if he shall be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor. So, let's see what that means. Oh, okay. So you can strike lightning, apparently. But now does he fly? He does. See, there you go. Now Thor can fly, because he has Mjolnir. Now, one thing I might not have said before. All the weapons in this mod cannot be held. Like, if they're for a certain character, you cannot hold them unless you are being that character. Like, the only reason it let me have, as you can see, it's not in my inventory anymore. But the only reason it let me hold Thor, or hold Thor's hammer, which is Mjolnir, was because I had Thor, like, his entire costume on. Like, if I have it in my inventory, won't let me pick it up. See? It just takes it away from my inventory. But if I have it on, it doesn't. So that's Thor. And now to Ant-Man. Ant-Man and Wasp are probably two of my favorite characters. I will show you Ant-Man because he is kinda a little cooler. So this is what Ant-Man does. When you put his stuff on, nothing changes. You don't sprint faster at all. When you press R, however, nothing happens. Who'd have thought? But when you press C, you become really, really small. Now, the one thing with the really small thing is you don't really get small. It just changes your texture so that you're riding a miniature horse. As you can see, it tells me L shift to dismount. So if I L shift, then I get back up and I'm gone. But if you want a really cool feature here, if you L shift, then you go in here and you take off his clothing. First of all, you're sitting in the inventory and that's kind of cool. But if you turn around, there's a little Ant-Man statue. Just a cool feature for you guys. So now I want to show you Wasp. Wasp, compared to Ant-Man, does not do that many different things. She as well does go small, but she can fly. Oh, she can't fly? But Wasp. Okay, well, she can't fly, my mistake. But she can do this. Fire little beams. Now we have Hawkeye. Hawkeye is probably one of the coolest because his armor looks really great. So when you put him on, I'm going to show you his armor. That's what he looks like. He looks like a really cool guy, right? He's a swell, cool, nice-mannered man. But then you can go to the Superheroes Unlimited Combat section and grab Hawkeye's bow. Now, as you can see, there are all these arrows. I'm not going to grab them because his bow has a special ability that you can do to where you don't. This, as you can see, there is a, I'll show you, like this, the staff part right here is brown, right? So then if you click C, it changes, and this one's gray. Reason why it's gray is because this is Hawkeye's arrow. This is a incendiary arrow, I think? What is this? Well, it's an arrow. It doesn't really do anything, but this one's an arrow. This one is the explosive arrow. When you shoot it, it blows up stuff. This is the smoke arrow, I want to say. Oh, no, this is the smoke arrow. This one's pretty cool. And then this is back to the regular arrow again. Cool thing about Hawkeye's arrow is that if you find a mob on your map, see, oh, there's a mob. If I click, see how I hit it, but I didn't hit it? Hawkeye's arrow never misses. Okay? So here, let me show you guys that one more time. Let me just spawn in another pig. Come here, piggy. And then I go way over here to where I can barely see it anymore. And hold down. And then you just hold down and aim right at it. Dies. But you saw the arrow go somewhere else. That's because Hawkeye's bow never misses. So now on to the Black Panther. Black Panther has a couple things, but one of them I'm not going to show you because I'm pretty sure you guys want to watch a video today and you don't want to watch my game lag and crash. So Black Panther's costume is actually really cool. I love it a lot. He has a cape too, which is neat. So what Black Panther can do is if you press R, nothing happens. Press F, nothing happens. Black Panther doesn't really do much of anything. But if you press V, he teleports to Wakanda. Wakanda is the only second dimension map inside of this mod. Like, say the Nether and, like if you have the Aether mod, then the Aether. But, you can't go it. I'm not going to go to it because it crashes my game because I have the worst computer software ever. So, there's a little thing behind Black Panther that you might want to try out on your own. So, go download this mod and you can. Now on to the Vision. Vision is actually a pretty cool character. When you put his armor on, he does multiple things. First of all, he can fly. Of course he can, he's Vision. Then, if you press E, nothing happens. If you press R, he fires a little laser bolt. Because he has one laser on his eye. Now, the laser that he fires destroys the Earth for one and sets it on fire. So I should probably stop doing that. And if you press, let me just get back down to the ground. If you press V while using Vision, it goes through the Earth. So if I go down here and I press V and then move forwards, I can go through the ground. It's kind of not the greatest of his powers, but if you want to get through a wall, Vision's here for you. So now we're on to Spider-Man. Spider-Man has 3 costumes, just like if I run back here and go to Iron Man. Sorry, he has a bunch as well, but Iron Man has the most actually. Just letting you know, he has the most costumes in this entire mod. But Spider-Man has 3. He has Spider-Man, then he has Symbiote Spider-Man, and Noir Spider-Man. I'm not going to show you Noir because it doesn't really look that nice, and it does the same things as the original, same as the Spider-Man Symbiote. But this is the original. Looks fairly Spider-Man, you know. Looks like the regular Spider-Man skin you'd find anyone using in like a Hunger Games server or anything, something like that. Of course, on every skin that you're going to see me put on, you're going to see my little hairpiece up there above my head, because that's the part of my skin that never leaves. Ooh, it's about to be nighttime there. Let me just... Haha. I beat you, son. Well, that's basically Spider-Man. He can, like... He can not really fly. He can just kind of jump. But if you press R, he shoots webs and you teleport there. Not really teleport, but it's like, ooh, let me ride this web. Yeah, boom. Batman has a thing that I'll show you later that does the same thing, really, but it's a grappling hook. Another thing Spider-Man can do is, if you press F, shoots spider webs. I have messed around with this so much that I'm kind of bored with the feature, but it shoots spider webs. Then if you press C, fires like a little beam of web. I'll fly up while doing it so you can see it. See it? There's the beam. Looks pretty cool. Basically what that is just like an attack. Then we have the Wolverine. So, as many of you know, he's like an X-Men, but he's the only X-Men in this mod, which is, well, I mean, technically he's the only X-Men, because there's Deadpool, but he doesn't really do much. He unsheathes his claws, like if I just press Y, R, R. If you press R, he sheathes and unsheathes his claws. He hits. Doesn't really do anything, but just that. It's kind of underdone because he doesn't show anything cool, doesn't do anything, which is really sad for him in this mod, because he's a very, very important character in the Marvel Universe. And then we have Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, who are brother and sister, daughter and son of Magneto. I've never used Scarlet Witch, so I have no clue what she does, so let's find out together. First of all, look at that terrible costume. Second of all, does R do anything? No. Does F do anything? No. C. Whoa, what? Oh, so she got like storm powers. Okay, I can't tell if I made it rain or that's just raining. Okay, so let's check and see if that was me who did that. No, it was not. But what does Scarlet Witch do now? So if you press this, what does she do? Okay, she can shoot little things. Does F do anything? No. Well, there you go. If you press C with Scarlet Witch, then you can press R and she shoots little beams like Iron Man. Well, that was uneventful. So now to Quicksilver. Quicksilver and the Flash do exactly the same thing in this mod because they're basically the same person. So if you grab Quicksilver's gear and you put it on, first of all, look at that hair. That hair is great. So what he does is he runs super fast. Now you might see this and be like, oh, that's not super crazy fast. So what you do is you hold down F. Then he runs crazy, crazy fast. Like, this is really fast. So now to Deadpool. Deadpool is a great character in the Marvel Universe. He's the only character to make a cameo as much as he had in the Lego Marvel Superheroes game. So as you look at Deadpool, this is not the best costuming for Deadpool. Like, they could have seriously chosen a better costume. But he also has swords on his back. Swords. So then when you press R, he teleports. Just like Spider-Man. But you don't see anything. Press F, nothing happens. Press C, nothing happens. Press V, nothing happens. But if you press X, he sheathes a sword. That's pretty cool, ain't it? Now, finally, for the Marvel side of this mod, we have Moon Knight. So, I will now bring you Moon Knight. What he does is, I don't think he can fly. No, Moon Knight can't fly. Just wondering, because, he has a cape. Moon Knight has a bunch of weapons. More like 2. He has Moon Knight's staff, which is his staff, and his crescent dart, which you can only pick up if you are Moon Knight. So, crescent dart, throws. Just, it's a throwing dart. His staff, however, you can block and, like, do stuff with it. You can block and hit. Like a regular old sword. I think Moon Knight is a overall pretty cool character. I mean, I think they could have, made his costuming a bit more detailed, I'll say. But either way, I really enjoy this character. Okay, so guys, what I think I have... Oh my god, son, why are you just gonna be the death of me? No, that's not the right thing. Oh gosh. There we go, okay. So, what I think I've decided to do is to do 2 different videos for this mod. I will do a Marvel side, and I will do a DC side. Now, of course, this is going to be the Marvel side of the mod, even though I did mess around with Batman at the start of it. This will be the Marvel side of it. So I will upload another video doing the DC side. Of course, I'll probably record the DC one right now, just to make sure they both get done and they both get the chance to be uploaded. So, this is goodbye for now, guys. Peace. Yep. I will see you guys later. Comment, rate, and subscribe. Tell me how I did, if you think I could do any better. Tell me any games or any types of mods you would like me to review, or any types of mini games that you want me to play inside of multiplayer or servers, just stuff you might want me to check out. Or even if you just want to talk with me. Perfectly fine with that. So I will see you guys again some other time, probably with the DC video. See you guys later. Peace!